Ils sont vite les voitures.
Regarde, il y a des trucs qui tombent là. On va pas rester là.
Non, bah non, parce que...
Regarde. C'est de la neige.
Vas-y, avance sur les origines.
C'est la neige, c'est pas grave, c'est la neige. Wow, attends. Là, il y a un sacré truc là. Vraiment ça. T'as filmé?
This is nuts. Is that whole thing a tornado? I can't see the bottom of it. Oh my God. Frick. I can't see if it's a tornado or not. That's a tornado. That's on the ground. Back there. Behind there. That is huge. Everybody get inside. Oh shit, that's a tornado.
Good morning, folks. Solar IMG is one of the best solar watching sites, but they're down right now, currently protesting CISPA. Having a look at notable quakes over the last 24 hours, this is less than 100 miles from the geographic North Pole. We've had quakes in this general area before last few months, but never this far north. There's 3 or 4 over the last 24 hours way up at the top of the world. We had the largest Caribbean plate quake in about a month as well, a bit south of 5.6 off the coast of Chile, and some moderate seismicity on the southwestern side of India. Extreme weather destroyed more than 500 homes in Bangladesh yesterday, and a few hours ago it's caused a landslide in China. The lone space weather event from last night is this anomaly here. It might even be a glitch. It would suggest that the ionosphere had a sudden influx of cosmic radiation. Now, without a gamma ray burst or solar activity during that time, this is either bad data or an unfortunately placed hole in the magnetosphere.
8:52 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, April 29th, 2012. And I'm over here on my website. I'm going to do a follow-up on this uranium story. And if you are new to this, what happened was roughly 6.5, 7 days ago, over in Japan, a giant factory exploded. It was a petrochemical factory that had 3,400 drums of radioactive material stored at the site. Now, a huge explosion occurred, and you're getting mixed stories coming out of Japan as to what occurred. Now, Alexander Higgins has been covering this really well. There's some very strange stuff going on. They're saying that the radioactive materials are not harmful to people, and we shouldn't worry. However, you see the explosion, a massive factory exploded, whether it's chemical or whether it's radiological, something huge exploded and put off a massive plume of debris. And that's where my video comes in, is I'm primarily concerned with the weather patterns. So if there is a cloud of something coming across, definitely coming off of Japan, at the time that occurred there was a storm directly over Japan. So any of this material went up into the cloud column and got mixed in with that storm. So it's pretty easy to track where it would go. So what I did was I came in and I made a screenshot of it, and I showed a projected path of where the storm currently was 2 days ago when I put this out, and now 2 days have passed and this storm is right here off the west coast. Alright.
Man, dude, it's almost like fucking about to rain fire or something. Holy shit.